Thank you for joining us for your October 23rd ParkerWeather.info update, and we're just going to do a really quick tropical check and then give you some game forecasts for the college football games going on today. Well, here is a look at the western Pacific sea surface temperatures, and even though the Atlantic has slowed down a little bit, it looks like there are things still developing out in the western Pacific. Meji is finally down to a tropical storm, but tropical depressions 16 and 17 have developed out in the Pacific Ocean. Okay, so we sort of look at the western Pacific, but the Indian Ocean also has a typhoon or a cyclone season as well. And this was Cyclone Jiri that hit Bangladesh and Myanmar or Burma, whatever you want to call it, yesterday, and it had a really, really impressive storm that ramped up really quickly and caused devastating flooding and rains. And here is sort of a precipitation forecast based on cloud tops. So they basically look at the cloud tops and do an iron enhancement that looks like precipitation. And some portions of Burma got almost 100 millimeters of rain. So pretty heavy. So here's a current loop. You can see Meji off the coast of China finally starting to slow down a little bit, and then on the right side of the screen, tropical depressions 16 and 17 are starting to get their act together out in the Pacific. So here is a current look at tropical depression 16. Even though the convection dies down a little bit, you can see with that rotation it starts to re-enhance over that warm Pacific water, and then Tropical Depression 17 is actually a little bit of a different story. It has a much more defined rotation, but the convection has died down significantly over the last 6 hours. But if that rotation stays in place along with those warm waters, it should be able to ramp up and move west into the Pacific closer to China and the Philippines. So here is Meggy as it has hit the southern coastline of China and significantly died down once it hit that land. And then before Meggy made rainfall, though, 2 days ago, this is the radar image that was taken off the coast of Taiwan, and you can see the eye before it made landfall in China and inundated Taiwan with rain. And then this is actually a current image of what they're being affected by. So some pretty heavy rain bands still off the Chinese coast and potentially going to slide towards Taiwan and cause more rainfall to the already rainfall-laden area. If we slide over to the Atlantic, Tropical Storm Richard has begun to continue to slide west and cause hurricane watches and tropical storm warnings, hurricane warnings along the Belize, Honduras, and Mexican coast. It looks like by 8 a.m. Wednesday it will skirt its way back out into the Bay of Campeche, and we'll keep an eye on it as it continues to inundate that area with rainfall. Here's a satellite visible still of it and our AVN still of the convection that's associated with this storm. Well, we got a couple big games tonight. Alabama travels to Knoxville to play Tennessee. Kickoff at 7 p.m. And the game weather is going to be, it's going to start to get chilly, 69 and cloudy. Knoxville Neyland Stadium on the banks of the Tennessee River, the very mountainous area of eastern Tennessee. And then at 3:30, which is in about 20 to 30 minutes, Auburn and LSU fight it out at Jordan-Hare Stadium, partly cloudy and 81 degrees, so a little bit warmer. And then this is a webcam view of Starkville, Davis Wade Stadium, as all the tailgaters are getting ready for their matchup. The 5-2 Mississippi State Bulldogs are taking on the UAB Blazers. 72 degrees at kickoff tonight at 7 with mostly cloudy skies. It's homecoming, and with a victory, the Bulldogs can become bowl eligible for the first time in 3 seasons. Well, thanks for joining in for your Parker Weather update for the 23rd. Have a great day.